In the pre-dawn darkness, I heard the clink of cup on saucer, porcelain to porcelain. Unmistakably my mother's. Not the sound of Daddy's solid mug or the dependable syncopation of his footsteps, one leg polio short. She touched my shoulder. "Wake up, Lily. Daddy wants you to help him pack the car." She clicked on the light. I'm awake." I opened my eyes to the hot New Jersey morning. But she was on her way out the door, bent forward so not to spill. I hurried to dress in the clothes I had laid out the night before. The last few weeks of 6th grade had inched by, but now, at last, we were returning to the Cape, as we had each of the 5 summers since Daddy bought the property. Our property, across the pond from Uncle George's cabin. 15 acres at $100 an acre, every dime he had. At the end of each summer, when we left to return to New Jersey, I had cried to myself in the back seat because I knew I'd never love another place like I loved our woods and pond. I heard my sister Dodie in the hallway. 2 turned-out legs of equal length, ballet straight. The door to her room closed. I brushed my teeth, closed my suitcase, and carried it downstairs. The morning was already sweltering. My mother stood at the counter, buttering bread for sandwiches by the kitchen light, but everything else on our block was dark and quiet. No dogs barked, no lawnmower whined, no fragments of bickering or smell of donuts frying in hot fat wafted through the open windows. Just the whir of the DeMio's window fan next door, covering up their snores. Outside, Daddy was sitting on the bumper of the '53 Pontiac, tying a rope around the big canvas tent. His thick shock of black hair fell forward as he worked. I had always been told I had his forehead, the unruly low hairline that came to a widow's peak and made an actual hairdo an impossibility. Clean-shaven, even at that hour, he worked by the square of light from the kitchen window. Toolbox, hip boots, and typewriter lay on the grass. He cinched his knot and looked up. "Lily, just in time. Sun will be up soon," he whispered in case the neighbors were light sleepers. "I need the big things first." He stowed the bulky tent. I picked up the heavy box containing all his best tools, freshly oiled, sharpened, and arranged in compartments. Dodie let the screen door swing shut and bumped her suitcase down the steps. Daddy put an alarmed finger to his lips. I handed him her suitcase. "Next, your cello." Of all the things over which my parents fought, on this subject there was no disagreement. They would find a way to bring my cello. No matter how long and complicated the list, no matter how full the car, they made room for music. As a boy, my father had helped his father with his piano moving business. Grampy Grainger thought moving pianos was honest work, but playing a piano was heaven's own miracle.